All right, what is up? Happy Monday. I think I am live. Let me know because sometimes with my computer, I do not know. It does crazy things sometimes. So I'm not sure if it's working. Let me know how the sound is. D Nice, what's up? I guess I am live. I see D Nice saying hi. Brandon, what's up? And you can hear me. That's a good thing because sometimes I don't know about computers. They have a mind of their own sometimes. Jay Brimble, what's up? Thank you. Hold on, let me get my. All right. How's everyone doing this Monday night, evening? Kimberly saying, what's up? I can hear you. Awesome. Delilah, how's it going? David, sounds all good. Thank you. How's everyone doing this fine Monday evening or early morning Tuesday, depending on where you're at? Or it might even be early morning, or it might be Tuesday morning. Aline, what's up? I'm feeling better, but I have a remnants of a cough still that just doesn't want to go away. It's an annoying cough. But I'm feeling better. I'm on the mend. Trying not to cough because I don't think you guys want to hear me coughing. How's everyone doing? D Nice is like, what ghost stories do you have for us tonight? I am actually going to talk about, I'm not sure if you heard about Dear David. Audrey gave me the idea and I started reading about it and I was like, well, let's do a show about it. Because I never. D Nice, any orbs? No, they're quiet. I think it's because I'm spending too much time in here. I have to leave. I have to leave the room alone for a bit. Cheryl Lee, what's up? I am going to talk about Dear David. I'm not sure if anyone of you heard it. Um, it was posted on Twitter by illustrator Adam Ellis, who used to work for BuzzFeed, I believe, and I guess he claimed he was haunted. And he tweeted all these tweets about it. Jay Brimble, I think Lewis has one. I don't have a PP or a PO box. I think Lewis has one. I'm not sure. I'd have to triple check with them. I had a PO box years ago, and then I stopped. I didn't need any use for it, so then I stopped paying for it. Hold on here. That way, because I'm going to switch screens here, guys. So I could see your chat. Hopefully this works. because every time I do this, sometimes it does not want to interact with it, but we'll see. Like today. Well, anyways, I may have to reload it. Oh, thank you, Nerd Report. And of course, the website does not want to interact as usual. Give me a few seconds, guys. I don't know why it does that. I set it up and it works, and then when I try to go on, it doesn't want to work for me. It wants to be difficult. Let's see here. All right. Give me a second, guys. I'm having issues with this darn browser thing. Every time I try to use it, it... What's up, Aileen? She's saying, I know this is about spooky stuff. I wish I could sync your hikes with my treadmill so I can hike with you. Just put it on super fast because I walk super fast. Jen, how's it going? Let me see if I can reload this. Give me a second, guys. It wants to be every time. Let's put it here. Give me a second, guys. I'm having technical difficulties. For some odd reason. Oh, there it works. Alright, I think I got it. Watch, it doesn't work now. Oh, it works. Alright, well, anyways, I'm going to talk about Dear David. I am not sure if you guys have heard about it. I got the idea from Audrey. I finally got a chance to look at it. Now it stopped working. Well, anyways, even if you can't see it, I'll read from it. I may just have to just read off of it and you guys not see it. Because it does not want to work. I have a D-Nice is asking what computer do I use. I have a PC. It's a gaming computer, but it's a few years old or a couple years old. I don't even know how old it is. But it's a Acer laptop. And it does not like browsers. And I do use Google Chrome, and it doesn't like it for some odd reason. And I don't know why. I'm going to try it one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to read off of it. Because it does not want to work. Works when it has a mind of its own. I don't know why it does not. It's probably my computer where it doesn't want to use that. It works for 2 seconds and then it stops. I really want this to work. But if not, I could just talk about it when all else fails. Or use a different article. Sometimes that works too. But I really wanted to use this article because it seemed like it was better. But we could try a different one. I apologize, guys, for the... Just does not want to work for me. Like, that one doesn't even want to load. And that one you can't see. Alright, guys. I think I'm just going to talk about it because it does not want to work. D Nice is saying keep the questions coming. Jen saying love hearing your voice, so read. D Nice is asking how my watch hours are. I'm about 700 away. I'm almost there. I'm super close. Spirit of the Trees, how's it going? Oh, wait a minute. It actually kind of worked. Nothing wants to work today. Even my tablet doesn't want to stay on. It's one of those days, guys. It's a Monday. The ghostly figures do not want me to talk about this. They really do not want me to talk about this. They're like, nope, you're not bringing back a story from 2017. All right. Oh my God, it works. Okay. Well, anyways, now that I finally got it to come up after 5 hours. Sue Peters is asking a question. I like the videos where you are out and about and making Lewis hike. Are you going to do more? Yes, I am. I'm going to have a hiking. I'm probably going to hike this Wednesday, but it's probably not going to come out till the following week. Jen's asking how my day was. It was good. I was busy at work and I was trying to rush so I could get on here so I could talk to you guys. I was a little late, but I made it. Panda Bear is saying the ghosts are like, nope, not today. Yeah, definitely. Jules is like, woohoo, ghost report. Question. D-Nice is asking, any plans for St. Patty's Day? No, not really. Besides wearing green. Jen saying, I'll go set my laptop to loop play your videos overnight. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. Jay Bringles is asking, is Lewis in... No, Lewis is in Los Angeles, California. Hold on, let me... Heather, whatever. Love you, Lisa. Thank you, girl. Spirit of the Trees is saying going to a St. Patty's Day parade. Oh my God, it paused again. I think I'm just going to read it. I'll just leave you the front of it. Maybe I could get some crazy picture up, but I think it's my computer. It does not, unless I refresh it. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. It's my computer. Well, anyways, what I was going to talk about is Dear David. It was a story on Twitter. Well, it was a bunch of Twitter twits. It was a bunch of tweets by Adam Ellis, who was an illustrator, and I believe he was a writer for BuzzFeed at one point. And this is via the Bustle. It wants to interact when it wants to interact. I could always just read it. I could just show you this because it does not want to scroll. It's a supposedly true tale that developed over a series of tweets about how his apartment was being haunted by the ghost of a dead child named Dear David, and documented all the strange and seemingly supernatural experiences that came along with it. If you're just catching up, Ellis, Wakalit, serves as a catch-all for every Twitter thread he launched throughout the tale, but we've compiled an even more concise summary, complete with some discoveries made by Ellis Twitter's followers too. Sorry guys, it's probably not going to scroll on your screen because my computer wants to be difficult. I guess the original Dear David story debuted during the summer 2017 and continued through the winter of 2018. Through hundreds of spine-tingling tweets, Ellis painted a movie-worthy picture of hauntings, complete with frightening yet engrossing videos. Sorry, my tablet keeps turning off on me. See, nothing wants to work today. Engrossing photos, videos, sound recordings, and descriptions of spectral visits from Dear David himself. Whether you're of the opinion that the saga is an exercise in extremely creative storytelling or social media proof of an actual haunting, you can probably understand why Ellis' nearly 1 million followers kept their eyes glued to their Twitter feed as the Dear David story unfolds. And I believe it's going to be made into the movie, but I don't know how old this article is. Oh, this was written a year ago. So what do you guys think of the story, or has any of you heard about Dear David? Spirit of the Trees is saying I remember Dear David. I've never heard of it. Actually, Audrey, on Saturday's stream, she brought it up, and I was like, oh. So I kind of looked it up, and I thought it was, wow, this was interesting. I wish you guys could see the screen, though. But for some odd reason, it just does not want to interact. It wants to be difficult. What's up, Priscilla? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer back to me because I can't get it to work. And I'll just read it. Okay, I guess the story began on August 7th, 2017. And basically, there's a picture of his tweet by Adam Ellis. And so he says, so my apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child, and he's trying to kill me. The first time I saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis and saw a child sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of my bed. He had a huge misshapen head that was dented on one side. I did my best to draw it. Let me see if I can post a picture of him so at least you could see the picture. Because the picture is kind of, even though it's like a line drawing, it's crazy. Let me see if I could get one. And then Priscilla's saying I enjoy all the stories. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get a picture of Dear David because the darn article does not want to cooperate. What's up, Michael? Nothing. Let me see. Or maybe I could get the article to work again. I doubt it, though. We'll try one more time. If it doesn't work, then I give up. Because for some odd reason, my computer does not like this. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I feel like I'm so unprepared today. Though I was prepared. It just does not want to work. Maybe I could do that. Maybe that will make a difference. I doubt it. No. It still does not want to scroll. I am good, Michael. Nothing. Just having technical difficulties. It does not want to scroll. For some odd reason. It's being difficult. Oh, there it goes. Ah. Finally. It's not showing the pictures. There's the picture. There's the picture of Dear David. It's just running super slow. I think it's my computer. D Nice is asking, do I have a wish list? Yes, I have an Amazon wish list. It is on my link tree. Okay, basically, Adam Ellis He's saying the first time I saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis and saw a child sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of my bed. He had a huge misshapen head. Oops, scrolled too fast. That was dented on one side. I did my best to draw it. So how would you feel if you saw this at the edge of your bed? I think I would freak out. I mean, this is kind of cartoonish. I have to think of it as a more live person. He does another tweet where he says, I had another dream a few nights later where I was in a library and a girl came up to me and said, you've seen Dear David, haven't you? I was like, who? And she said, Dear David, you saw him. I'd be like, no. She told Ellis that David is dead. Additionally, she explained the rules of interacting with David to Ellis. He only appears at midnight, and if you see him, you can ask him 2 questions as long as you say the words, Dear David, first. However, you are never, ever to ask him 3 questions. He'll kill you if you do. Whoa! So wait, would you guys, would you ask 3 questions if you saw Dear David at the foot of your bed? This is crazy. And this is all just some guy tweeting. So, in a different dream, Ellis tried asking David some questions. He said, Dear David, how did you die? He mumbles, an accident in a store. I say, Dear David, what happened in the store? He groans. A shelf was pushed on my head. Brandon's like, maybe. I mean, what would be your reaction if you saw him at the foot of your bed? Would you be like trying to turn the lights on if you were near the light switch, or like grabbing for your phone to turn the lights on, or would you or would you be like, no. Oh my gosh. He asked a 3rd question. And this is all tweets from August 7th, 2017. He goes, I'm frozen with fear. I asked, who pushed the shelf? David doesn't answer. I realize that I've asked a 3rd question, which I'm not supposed to do. At that point, I wake up absolutely terrified. Hold on. Still, though, he attempted to get to the bottom of the whole thing the next day, Googling around for kids named David, or Daniel, or Dylan, or Devin. Can't hurt to be thorough. Who may have died in stores in New York after being crushed by a falling shelf. He turned up nothing. Not too long after that, the apartment above his vacated. So Ellis, that didn't make any, the wording was kind of weird. So Ellis moved upstairs. He stopped thinking about David during this time because, well, he didn't have any reason to. He wrote that he suspected David may have lost track of him because he moved. But then we get to the point of the current thread. Brandon's saying he would run toward it. You, Brandon, though, but what would you do? Would you try to grab him, or would you? And then again, this is a article via the Bustle, and it was written by Lucia Peters, and she did a wonderful job writing it. He's tweeting all of this all on the same day. I would think he would take a rest. It's all saying August 7th. All right. He goes, for the past 4 nights, my cats gather at the front door exactly midnight and just stare at it, almost like something is on the other side. Cats do that anyways. They'll look at the corner and they'll be like, and then when you look at their direction, they look back at you. Spirit of the Tree says he would Rambo it. I don't know. That would make too much noise, and then you would destroy the... Well, depending on what you use. Because for some odd reason, it doesn't want to scroll. Additionally, when Ellis looked through the peephole, he said he was positive he saw something moving on the other side. And that's where I am right now, he concluded. Dear David found me, I think. I don't know what to do. I'll keep you updated. ... And you know what they say about opening doors, right? Well, he goes, when I opened the door and turned on the hall light, nothing was there, but my cat seemed unnerved. Bushy tails, etc. Why would you guys open the door? I would not open the door. That's like crazy. Okay, this one doesn't say a date, so I'm wondering like, oh, this one says August. Oh, so this is the next day. He finally stopped tweeting. Cheryl Lee is saying, I know I'd freak out if I saw anyone at the foot of my bed, too. I would. That would freak me out. I wouldn't be... But then again, do you guys believe that this story's real? Because, I mean, he's actually, putting his cats in here and everything. And he's actually documenting that the clock is after midnight and his cat's just staring at the door. And he goes, update. For the 6th night in a row, my cat has walked over to the door promptly at midnight and stared at it. But I mean, cats do that to begin with. They're kind of crazy. And he has proof that, well, it's a little after midnight. But then, you know what? With these type of clocks, you can change the time. So... Sue Peters saying, definitely need a new computer. Yes, I do. Sometimes it wants to work and sometimes it doesn't. Hold on. Sorry for scrolling because I'm afraid it's going to stop scrolling. Late on the evening of Tuesday, August 8th, late enough for it to technically be the early morning hours of Wednesday, August 9th, Ellis continued his story in another reply to the original thread. One cat in particular, I believe it's the cat we'd later come to know as Maxwell, seemed to be especially concerned with something outside Ellis's apartment door. And that's when he puts Oh, he's got video. What's going on? I wonder if it'll play. He even has video of his cat in front of the door. That's crazy. Yeah, the cat sniffing. Whoa, that is crazy. He probably put a treat on the other side. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's sound, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's not much. It's just ambient noise. You just hear him, like, at the beginning, you just hear him go, meow. It's like ambient sound. It's not really. I don't think I have this web browser set up for sound, but there's not much sound, so you guys don't have to worry about it. Panda Bear saying cats and dogs are quite in tune with the paranormal. D Nice is going that, or the cat thinks it's feeding time. Ellis was curious but still frightened, so he took a photograph of the hallway outside his door through the peephole. He had trouble seeing anything in it, though, so he bucked up his courage, opened the door, and took a second photograph of the hallway with nothing obstructing the camera lens. He says, I couldn't tell, so I mustered the courage to open the door. Nothing was out there, but I took another photo. Look at this. Is it just me, or is there something in the first photo right where the banister meets the shelves, hiding on the stairs? I don't see anything. Do you guys see anything? I don't think I can enlarge it. It looks exactly like the photo. Like, I don't see anything in the photo. Do you guys? But I can't enlarge it. Ms. Redspear saying one of mine will not go into the living room, just stares at the corner. It's crazy how animals can be. Like, they sense things before we even do. Jen saying anyone who can play one of her videos in the background, let's help her get some watch hours. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. D Nice is saying he needs to clean that peephole. He's saying tiny shadow to the left of the post thing. Oh, maybe that little tiny, like, maybe like right here, like a little kind of black shadow figure, I guess. But then you can't tell because it's a peephole. Like, this picture doesn't show anything like the second picture. Okay, when he compared the two photos, he became convinced that there was something lurking in the first one, the one he took through the peephole. So he took a second peephole photograph just to be sure. I didn't see anything really in the first one. I still don't see anything. It's just dirty peephole, like D Nice says. He goes, I wasn't sure if it was a smudge or something, so I took a second photo from inside. There was something out there. It just looks like a dirty photo. No, it's just a picture. D Nice. Panda Bear saying I couldn't tell if there's something there or not. Same here. I can't tell anything. I guess in the second photo, like, you don't see the shadow thing. That's right here. Where my arrow's pointing to, if you guys can see my arrow. I don't know if you can. But if you notice, like, in the second one, that's not there, but there's like another like thing here. But then he has a dirty peephole. Matthew, how's it going? D Nice is like, maybe dirty camera lens. Yeah, true, because my camera, or my camera phone, whenever I take a picture, it's like, make sure you clean the lenses. You don't get great pictures without cleaning the lenses. Ms. Red Spear saying, is he trying to see a mist? I don't know. Maybe that's what he's talking about. But if you do see, like, I do see like this weird shadow thing in like the first photo, and then the second photo it's not there. But then this one's kind of blurry too. Like, you kind of see like it looks like almost a mist, but it's probably because it's dirty. Delea Lugo is saying there's a face in the left area. It's the lower left, like this little shadow. And there's almost like a mist, kind of, too. Unsure what else to do, he bolted his door and climbed into bed. I'm pretty scared, he wrote. He says I can still hear my cat meowing at the door. And he goes, I'm pretty scared. And then he takes a picture of his cat where his cat has those demon eyes. D Nice is like, I don't see it. I don't see anything really. Unless you compare the two and you just see a shadow. That's about it. I mean, if you get the flash just right, or like lighting just right, your cat's eyes will glow like that. Jen Pearson saying, let's send the guy a question to clarify his picture. Jen, this is actually from 2017 when he started all these tweets. He's still on Twitter, though. I saw that he was still on Twitter, but he tweets about other things. In the replies to this thread, Ellis also revealed that his building used to be an old house. It has been converted into apartments some time ago. I guess someone suggested, Isaac Fitzgerald suggested, not to be all Dana Scully about this, but is there a chance that what you're seeing in the hallway is another cat or animal? And Ellis replies, nope, I live in a house. There's no real way for an animal to be in the hall. But then someone Aaron Pruner was like, but you said the apartment above you vacated. And then Adam goes back, it's like a duplex. It's an old house that was converted into 2 apartments. And then we're still on, I guess he started these tweets on August 7th. We're on August 9th. So he's going on about it. It's been pretty quiet tonight. I'm going to try out a sleep talk app to see if anything happens during the night. I'm heading to bed, but the cats are back at the door. They only do this in the middle of the night. It's routine now. Several nights passed, with the cats continuing to gather at the door around midnight. Then he goes, and here we go, just minutes before midnight. I guess the cat's meowing. I guess he drew a line of protection in front of the door with salt, which was suggested to him. And then, like I said, he was going to get a sleep app to see if it recorded anything while he slept. Then his cats are still obsessed with the door. He's like, I don't even know if this is the right kind of salt. What's up, Bernadette? Nerd Report saying these are all real. It says things didn't really start to pick up until the next morning, though. It's cool, though, because we get to see his cats. It looks like it's like a pretty small space because it has a super small door to it. Nerd Report saying keep the questions coming, everyone. Cheryl Lee saying I agree with the dirty peephole or dirty lens. Yeah, the only difference, I did see like a shadow in the first photo that wasn't in the second photo. So I think that's what he was talking about, but it was kind of hard to tell. Ms. Red Spirit is saying, is he keeping their food outside? I do believe, but I don't know. Well, it's weird the way this cat just lies down in this video. That's not like he's hungry. Cause I have an outside cat and he does that. He doesn't let me touch him because he's feral, but he'll kind of meow at me and then he'll plop and roll around on the ground, kind of similar to what this cat does. So I don't think there's food outside the door. Like how he kind of flops and he relaxes. Like he's trying to relax right there. That's what it looks like to me. Nerd Report saying press 1 if you love this show. Nerd Report saying looks like Jules gets everyone's notifications, but Lisa's and mine. Jim Pearson is like, maybe the cats are waiting to ask David questions. He's probably already asking him questions right there. And then he tempted to put salt in front of the door, but he should have put it. I mean, I guess that's okay. I would have put it more toward the edge of the door than right there, but that's kind of how he did it. Okay, he says this tweet is from August 11th. I used a sound app to record my apartment last night. It makes individual recordings each time it hears something. There were 33 recordings. In the morning of August 11th, a Friday, Ellis shared the result of his sleep app experiment. Although most of the recordings weren't of interest, there were 3 he thought might be worth listening to a little more closely. The first is a snapping sound and what seems like a single step. It's odd because I didn't get out of bed last night. Too bad you guys can't hear this. I didn't set... Next time I'll have this one set up. I didn't set this one up for sound. Oh, you know what? It does not want to play for me. Never mind. Well, I guess he heard a snapping sound in a single step. The only one is weird because of 33 recordings. This is the only one that has that strange electric sound throughout. It doesn't let me play it. I don't know why. And he put, oh, you know why? Because it's on SoundCloud. He probably doesn't exist anymore. He's putting everything. He goes, this directly follows the electric static. Another snap. Then I groan in my sleep. These happened between 2 to 3 a.m. I have no explanation for them. I'll keep recording and share if I find anything curious. Trixie, what's up? Nerd Report's asking how many hours do I need? I'm about 700 away. Ms. Red Spear saying maybe he did not put the salt against the door. Trixie's going, it's Monday. You're not live on Mondays. I am live on Mondays. I'm usually live on Saturdays and Mondays. Jules is going, excuse me, I've been here the whole time. Thank you, Jen. D Nice, yes, I'm making time up for when I was sick. I'm still a little sick. I'm on the mend, though. I'm thinking he didn't put the salt, like Ms. Red Spear said, he didn't put the salt up against the door. He should have put it up against the door, like along the door frame. Mid Red Spear says, therefore the step sound. Yeah, I agree. He didn't, or it could have been his cats too. He has cats in there. But he's saying he heard a step and a snap. Trixie, we're talking about the story of Dear David. I'm not sure if you heard about it. He says, however, he didn't know enough about them to be able to theorize much about what they might mean. Okay, then he posts. Okay, this is August 12th. It says the face in the photograph. Getting the F out of my haunted apartment for the weekend. So where do they say they see a face? I don't see a face. Okay, basically the next day, Saturday, which I just read, Ellis posted a selfie letting his followers know he was getting out of his possible haunted apartment for the weekend. However, a follower found something disturbing in one of the glass panes in the door behind Ellis in the photograph. Ellis wrote, I have no explanation for this. It might have been I've heard this word said so many times and I can't pronounce it. Pareidolia? The human's brain tendency to find non-existent patterns in noise, but maybe not. I didn't see anything in the picture. Is he going to show anything on the picture? Well, I guess apparently someone says they see something behind him in the glass. I don't see anything. D Nice is like, where's Waldo? I can't. Well, you know what? Maybe I can zoom out. I can't zoom because I'm projecting it and I don't think I can zoom this. Nerd Report's going, I hate models. I love that song. Yes, he loves that song. He's been obsessed with it since he heard it last weekend at Skyline. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Thank you, Cynthia, for your PayPal donation. Keep going, Lisa. You are rocking. It's Ms. Red Spear on YouTube. Thank you. Let me go back because I'm using my phone to see the chat too as well because my nothing wanted me to talk about Dear David today. Sue saying must be blind. I don't see anything, but like they were saying, it could be that pareidolia where your human brain will make something out of nothing. I don't see anything at all but reflection, so I don't know what they're talking about. At least he should have done another picture, like where he zooms the background. Like I don't see any. I see a window reflection. But even looking over here, I don't see anything. Okay, now it's dated August 13th. So a weird thing just happened. Take it with a grain of salt. I bought a Polaroid camera this weekend because they're fun and dorky. I decided to take a few photos around my apartment. Late in the evening, as August 13th ticked over to August 14th, I like how she writes this, Ellis began posting some experiments he had just conducted around his apartment with a Polaroid camera. The specific kind of camera used was a Fujifilm Instax Mini 9, which seems to be quite popular with the youth these days. His first photographs turned out pretty normal. He says, Adam Ellis says, Polaroids are stupid and fun and inherently sort of creepy. I didn't expect to find anything, and for the most part, I didn't. He goes, I took a couple of my living room and bedroom. That's the rocking chair I first saw David in. They're pretty unremarkable. What rocking chair? This thing? That doesn't look like a rocking chair. Oh, yeah, it is. I can kind of see the. Okay, never mind. That looks like a rocking chair from the 70s. Jin saying maybe if we squint our eyes and stand on our heads, we'll see it. And rub our bellies at the same time. But then, when he took one of the hallways outside his front door, the image developed totally black. So, this is where he's saying it's completely black. Like, he went Twitter crazy. It wasn't the result of his finger covering the lens. He took another photograph under those conditions for comparison purposes, and the two images looked quite different. So he says the photo on the left is me covering the lens with my finger. The one on the right is my fully lit hallway taken just after midnight. That is crazy. Could be just bad film. Oh, D Nice is saying IKEA. It still looks like something from the 70s. I don't know in that picture. He even took some videos with his phone of him taking photos with his Instax. Okay, I guess he's just taking pictures showing that he's taking pictures. I guess to give us proof. Matthew saying he took a photo of it before the Polaroid developed. Jin is saying usually things are black in the dark. True. But he said something about a fully lit hallway when he took it. Allegedly. But then he goes on showing him. He had to, of course, post a video of him taking, like, with his camera, taking pictures with it. So then he does another one. Just so we can show. Oh, that's the same photo or video as the first one. And then he does his creepy hallway. D Nice is going, he's in marketing for Instax. I was gonna say he didn't even lock the door. He's waiting for this photo, the one that he just took of the hallway, to develop. And his cat wants to say hello. And this is that picture that he just took of his hallway that was lit, and he's saying it's developing black. which came out black twice. So he goes on saying, Someone told me to take photos from farther away, so I tried that. Once with my iPhone and once with the Polaroid. Left is with my phone, right is with my Polaroid. The hull light was on both times. Why is it pitch black each time with the Polaroid? Oh, that is crazy. That one's scary. I don't know if he can turn that light off because he was saying he's in a duplex. Trixie's going, that's crazy or fake. That one's crazy. Because now it's like, it's further away. What's up, Alice? Then the author of this article goes, hello, dark, scary void. How are you doing today? What the heck? I guess someone, Beardo Runner, I guess noticed enlarged something above the Polaroid. So he goes, look, like he's I'm not sure David is still in the hallway. Looks like he's in the shadows just above your Polaroid. Where, right here. Like, I guess someone pulled this photo out because he showed like the two photos, like one with his finger covering the Polaroid camera and one where he took of the hallway and it's the dark. And I guess in the upper left-hand corner, somebody enlarged it. And they saw this. That is crazy looking. Trixie's like magic marker. So then it goes on. This is where things started to get a little complicated. Perhaps inspired by what Twitter user @SciKinEditing found in Ellis's previous selfie. Folks all over the internet started running the images of the Polaroids Ellis had posted through photo editing programs to see what they might be able to find then. They found a lot. In the picture of the two Polaroids Ellis took to compare the first one that developed black on its own with one he took with his finger of the lens, there appeared to be a face lurking in the darkness just above the edge of the Polaroid, which we saw on the right. You could see that face in the Beardo Runner's tweet. In the Polaroid of the black doorway, a figure looked like it was looming in the hallway. Yeah, right. I didn't see that. Somebody enlarged it. Someone enlarged it because I didn't see that in the original one. Hold on. Yeah, like where's that figure? Trixie going, that's creepy. We need an investigation, Miss Red Spear says. D Nice is asking, have you done ghost hunting with a Polaroid? No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't used a Polaroid in years. Jen is at saying, "Dear David, will you stop turning off the light while I'm taking a Polaroid?" D Nice is saying, "Fix it." But I think that's what they did. They added it. Because how do you get a figure looming? I mean, you would see that now, like in that photo. Like, they brightened the photo up, basically. That's what it looks like. And they were like, oh my god, there's a figure. I think these people are just adding stick figures. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're just brightening the photo. And with the brightening of the photo, there appears to be like a figure. But that could just be our eyes playing tricks on us. Like, Matthew saying that close-up looks like someone cut it and added. It does. These all do. Like, this looks like static. Like, noise static from just the bad quality of the photo. And then this person did too. They just brightened the photo, but Trixie's like, told you, magic marker or Sharpie. And Jin's like, maybe this was Amber's early Photoshop work. Okay, they said even in the seemingly innocuous Polaroid of Ellis's bedroom, some followers thought they might have found a demon in the closet. All right, I bite. How did you see a demon in the closet from that picture? Okay, Mary dot question mark says demon. I don't see a demon. I just see a white speck. Matthew saying you see a slight added depth dimension to it. Like, all I see is this. I don't see anything. Gene Rick, what's up? At this point, it's still unclear whether what we were seeing was actually something or the result of pareidolia. I think it's pareidolia. Then Adam writes, folks have been urging me to get some sage, so I did. Throughout the entire saga, followers had been suggesting that Ellis get some sage and smudge his apartment to cleanse it of bad energy or spirits. So on August 14th, he finally did, although he noted that he wasn't convinced it was going to accomplish much. The next morning, he confirmed the inefficacy of the sage. He goes on one tweet, he's like, but who knows? Maybe this will do something. And then the next day, he's like, sage did not work. Jen Pearson's autocorrect changed David's name to Demon. Oh, Matthew was talking about the one before the crazy demon looking one. This overexposed picture. Matthew saying sage, rosemary, and thyme. Gene Rick saying, hello, Lisa, working, taking a break to catch your stream for a few minutes. Cool. He goes, David had returned in his dreams last night. He goes, I haven't dreamt about David in a few months, but he appeared again last night. In the dream, my bedroom was filled with hazy smoke, but I could see David sitting in the chair across the room. He was smaller this time, almost shrunken. He didn't do or say anything except look at me. Anyway, it feels like a bad omen. SMJ is saying, what if there's a mirror in that room and it's the photographer's reflection? True, it could be. Okay, it says a storm is coming. He tweets, it's been 2 weeks and he still does this every night at midnight. Late at night, that is in the early morning really, Ellis tweeted a short update. Maxwell was continuing to hover around the front door at midnight every night. At around 3 a.m. every night, his sleep tracker started recording about 5 minutes of static. And that morning, he had woken up to what he thought felt like a small earthquake. He remarked that it felt like there was a storm coming. Jin's like, maybe David wanted to be snuggled and rocked. He goes, it's just a whole bunch of small things happening at once. I feel so uneasy, like right before a thunderstorm comes. Everyone is telling me to move, but I don't have any guarantee that this won't follow me. True. Scrolled too soon. Then it says, and the next day, that is, later that morning, a storm was literally coming. He goes, all this ghost stuff has been spooky, but this past weekend was the first time I actually felt unsafe in my home. I think I would have felt unsafe with the first dream. Ellis began the next thread on August 21st, a Monday night. In it, he describes falling asleep unexpectedly early on Friday night. The night that Banana Storm was supposed to hit, it ended up not being as bad as it was expected to be. And dreaming of David again. David was pulling him by the arm through some sort of warehouse. He goes, I'm not sure why I didn't fight back in the dream or how he was strong enough to pull me, but that dreamed logic for you. And when he woke up, he had a weird bruise on his arm. That is weird. I guess he's talking about this? He should have taken a better picture of it. Like, that's not... He admitted that the bruise could have had some perfectly reasonable explanation. Maybe he injured himself during the day and didn't notice it until the next morning. But the coincidence was still odd. D Nice is like, everyone, before you walk into your home, no matter where you come from, you gotta say any negative energy or entity that has followed me here, you're not welcomed in my home. Go away. Good advice. Gin is Amica cream. Odder yet, though, was this. When he left his apartment to go get breakfast the next morning, something he does every Saturday, he passed by a food cart repair depot that's right by his apartment. Or at least it used to be right by his apartment. Ellis noted that he lived in the apartment building for 4 years, and in all that time, he'd never seen the depot anything less than bustling. But that day it was silent. Yeah, he basically, I guess, that warehouse was always jammed packed. And then all of a sudden he walks by and it's empty. When he took a quick peek inside, he found it almost empty. The depot had been completely cleared out. All that was there was a chair, a green one. That is crazy because he said he saw David on his green chair. Trixie's like, I woke up with better marks. And then the author says, remember the rocking chair David had first shown up? That was green too. Weird. A sign. He goes when he, on his way back from coffee, the warehouse had been shuttered. It's remained shuttered since. He goes, the chair, my bruise, dreaming about an empty warehouse, and then passing by one, it gave me the creeps. That would creep me out. At the end of the week, Ellis tweeted that some small stuff things had been happening in his apartment, but were not actually that small. First, the cats had changed up their hey, let's hang out by the door routine. Instead of gathering at midnight, they started doing it a few hours earlier. He goes, there has been a few small developments in my apartment, but I'm not really sure what to make of them. I'm scared. He goes, I was almost used to the routine, so when they started to cry at the door closer to 10 p.m., he got confused. They began a new routine, hover around the door at 10 p.m., cry for about 15 minutes, then wander off as if nothing's wrong. That is scary. Ms. Red Spear's reminder, do not ever paint a chair green. Definitely. Not after this. Matthew's going, someone's ready to dance with that chair. Trixie's like, so the building was sold. This admittedly wasn't a huge update, but then Ellis dropped a bomb. He said he'd been getting phone calls from a masked number shortly after the cats did their thing. Shortly after the usual cat stuff around 10:30 or so, I started getting phone calls from an unmarked number. My entire call history for the past week looks like this. You'll notice that I answered once yesterday. Usually, if it's an automated thing, if you answer once, they quit calling, so I picked up. I didn't say anything, I just listened, waiting for some automated message to chime in. After that, he watched TV for the rest of the night. He was too scared to sleep. He also vowed to keep writing everything that was happening down, as he said it felt like the only thing he could do. Trixie's like, why would anyone want a green chair anyway? Wait, I agree. Jen Pearson saying maybe the cats were on double daylight savings time. He goes on, anyway, last week I bought a pet monitoring cam so I can keep an eye on the cats while I'm overseas. It's basically a nanny cam that connects to the Wi-Fi so you can check in whenever you want. It runs 24/7. The evening of August 28th, another Monday, Ellis tweeted a couple things. First, he said that he'd moved the rocking chair out of his room a few weeks prior. Second, he said he was going to Japan on vacation in 3 weeks. Oh no, not Japan. No, I'm just kidding. And third, he wrote that he hoped maybe David would lose track of him while he was gone. After all, that was what had seemed to happen for a time after he moved to the upstairs apartment. But he also wrote with a bigger update. In preparation for his trip, he'd gotten a pet cam so he could keep an eye on his cats while he was away. The pet cam activates whenever it detects motion. Then it pings you on your phone to let you know what it saw. He tested it out during a brief weekend trip, and some of the footage was pretty disturbing. So he goes, so I watched the feed again, still nothing. I watched it a third time and finally noticed something. Watch the chair. Hold on. I got too excited for this one. He still has the dang chair. I would have got rid of it. Holy crap, the chair's rocking. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Okay, it rocked for a little bit. He put the chair by the door. He goes, then around half an hour later, he got another alert. This time it showed this. Oh, a turtle shell fell up here. I was looking over here. I was waiting for something to pop out of the darkness. Ellis said he couldn't account for the movement. He said it couldn't have been the wind, as he doesn't keep the windows open during the summer. He didn't know what to make of it. For what it's worth, some followers started tweeting that it looked like a blue chair in the background of one of the videos vanished and reappeared at one point. He goes, wait, WTF, someone just pointed out that one of the blue chairs in the background disappeared in the second video? What is he talking about? I don't see a blue chair. Oh, it's saying it's a trick of light. He wasn't paying attention. That blue chair. What is up with him in these funny looking chairs? So this is that blue chair they're talking about. Yeah, but it's not in this picture. Oh, they're talking about this blue chair. It's there. This is the second picture. Or video. I was like, what blue chair? Oh! I see what they're talking about. You see? Okay. Well, in the first video, because I wasn't paying attention to the... In the first video, there's 2 blue chairs. And then in the second one, there's just 1. That is crazy. D Nice is saying it's either IKEA or Ross. Jen saying small earthquake or passing train. D Nice is like, any question for Lisa? Ask away. What do you think of that one, guys? The disappearing blue chair. Like, I didn't notice that until they pointed it out. Some people, they must really like pay attention, because I was paying attention over here. I wasn't paying attention to, or like right in this area. But in the first video, there's 2 blue chairs. The video where the green chair's rocking. Then in the second video, there's only 1 chair. Trixie's like, so he moved a chair, then made a new video. D Nice is saying he has a roommate or a friend who moved the chair for him. Oh, I guess they're saying because of the lighting, the chair's there. It's just you can't see it. That's crazy, though, how the lighting can do that. It's there. It's just the lighting hides it. Like it eats it in the background or something. Yeah, that is weird. Okay, never mind. It was just a trick. Okay, now we're September 5th, and he goes, it's happening again. I guess this is all footage from a pet cam, because he went on vacation. So during the night on Saturday, he's home now because it goes while I slept. It recorded the cats in the living room. It seemed pretty unremarkable at first. But then after a few moments, Maxwell freaks out and jumps over something invisible. He needs a red table so Jada can have an entanglement with the chair. Fig, how's it going? D Nice, that's why VFX uses green and blue screens for major motion pictures. Exactly, because they hide. Oh, this one's crazy. Okay, anyway, the next night, the camera recorded a couple more strange videos. Specifically, it recorded Maxwell doing this on and off for hours. So we got Maxwell, and he's basically standing on his hind legs, looking at something. Ms. Red Spears, I do believe the cat. Same here, because cats can see things that we can't see. He's a cute cat, though. And then it recorded footage in which it honestly looked like Maxwell is batting at something humans can't see. Yeah, but he didn't show a video. Just a picture. Does he show a picture? He doesn't. Okay, then it goes, Ellis wrote that he didn't think Maxwell was batting at a bug. First off, he doesn't tend to do that with bugs. He just eats them. And second off, Ellis noted that he'd rarely seen bugs make their way into the apartment. Something spooked him, he wrote. The kicker, though, was actually back in the first video, and Ellis's Twitter followers spotted it pretty quickly. At around the 18-second mark, a green glass jar sitting on the coffee table moved on its own. Okay, so they're saying the first video? Oh, they're talking about that thing, I guess? Or this thing. They're saying this jar right here moved by itself. Oh, that's what the cat was looking at. It did move. I noticed the cat was looking at something, but I figured I wasn't paying attention to the table. Jen Pearson's going, Jade is pretty spooky. Ms. Red Spirit, that is definitely suspicious. Would yours do this for no reason? No. And then I did notice the cat looking this way, but I wasn't paying attention to the table. Elfig saying he smells tuna of the sea, but true animals could see things we can't. Yeah, I didn't think. Elfig's like, oh, it did. Yeah, it moved. I don't know if you guys missed that, but it did move. It's crazy. And the cat looks at it, too. Like, it moves and the cat looks up. That's crazy. Jin saying a little creepy. Trixie going, that's odd. He goes, I just can't shake the feeling that something has made its way into the apartment. He goes, it's odd behavior for Maxwell. In any event, things feel off this week. I can't explain it. He goes, I hadn't even gotten to the pantry when I heard a loud crack. It's better to just watch the video since the nanny cam records everything now. Something fell off the shelf. Then he's like, what the? Looks around. Jim Pearson's like, what's up with the green items? SMJ goes, and that's why I refuse to go to haunted places, because I'm afraid that a spirit will stick to me and I unwillingly bring them home. Elfig was like, he took the green chair. True. Or I don't know what. I noticed that. Like, no more green chair. He was like, oh, hell no. I guess what fell was a knitted cactus that was in a planter, and it broke. He goes, on the pillow next to me was a severed head with a bloody spine attached, snaking down the bed. That's scary. The head was staring right at me, somehow still alive. It had the huge smile plastered on its face. Horrified, I screamed, what happened to you? The head smiled even bigger. It feels great, the head groaned. In an update that Ellis tweeted the evening of September 16th, he talked about a few things, weird dreams he'd had recently, including one about a severed head and others about dark figures staring in my windows, even though I live on the second floor, as well as another incident involved the seemingly abandoned warehouse near his apartment. After he had the severed head dream, Ellis went for a walk to a nearby bodega in order to clear his own head a bit. The walk to the bodega took him past the warehouse. In fact, pretty much everywhere he goes, it takes him past the warehouse. And although he hurried past it on the way there, something weird happened on the way home. Trixie Hems was saying, he said, what? He goes, when I passed the warehouse the second time, I heard a dull thunk from the other side of the shutters. I froze in place, but there was no other sound after that. I probably should have just continued on, but curiosity got the better of me. Run, dude. He saw a window, so he opted to very quickly snap a photo and get the F out. He didn't stop to look at the photo until he got home. When he did, this is what he saw. Okay, what did he see? Junk? There's a bunch of old insulation and what looked like a filing cabinet and a ripped up leather desk chair. What is he seeing? He goes, he messed with the filters on my phone a bit. Tell me this doesn't look like him. I don't even see what he's looking at. Five-star saying, so I got a story for y'all about an experience I had years ago. What happened? You know what? It's probably like the shadowy thing. Trixie's like lamp. He goes, yeah, above the knob, 2 eyes, is what Elfig said. Yeah, that's what they're showing, like there's 2 eyes. And then someone's saying they saw a tiny face, but I don't see a face. 5 stars. So this was like when I was like 10ish. I was living in an apartment and we had this old picture of my uncle holding my cousin, and I remember staring at it so long. I remembered they moved in it. Oh, that is crazy. Those are creepy. When you look at pictures like that. They're saying there's a dented head figure somewhere in this picture. I don't know where they see it. SMJ is going, oh, hell no. Did you run? At 5 stars, I've had pictures do that to me too. Like I have some old pictures in here of my grandparents. And sometimes I feel like they're watching me. So yeah, some of those pictures are creepy. SMJ says I see a person behind the door. Maybe, like right in here. Five-star saying, and I thought I was going crazy. So years later, I asked my mom about that picture. Well, turned out she had a same experience once with a different picture, but it was of her grandma who passed to this day. We don't know why we saw them move. Scary. Jules is saying, am I the only one that sees a person in that doorway? I don't see anything. Like, I see, like in this one, I see like a face. But this one, I don't see anything. Okay, Lorraine saying left of the doorknob, long beard, knit hat pulled down. I mean, I see eyes over here, but yeah, maybe. SMJ sees a person. That is crazy how you guys see that. Maybe I'm just not looking at it right. Trixie's like eyes me. Yeah, that's what I kind of see, like eyes. Jules is like, I'm screaming at my screen. It's there. Yeah, I'm even trying to turn my head. I mean, yeah, I guess I could see eyes kind of in this picture. Lorraine seen in a tall, narrow face behind that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can kind of see a face. The more I look at, the more I see something. Yeah. That's kind of creepy. Jules is saying in the door I lifted the doorknob. Yeah, that's why I kind of see like a face kind of. Bernadette saying might be my imagination, but I see a face behind the door and a skull with eyes on the wall. Yeah, I do. I see the skull part. I see what you're saying. Sue Peters is like, what happened to the other cat? He's still there. I guess he wasn't acting strangely on the nanny cam or pet cam. Yeah, SMJ saying, is it just me or am I also seeing a cat jumping forwards on the chair? Yeah, it does look like that. Five stars saying in my entire 24 years I've seen a ghost 2 times. I have never seen a ghost. I have not experienced anything paranormal. He goes, whatever happens, I want to thank everyone for their kind thoughts and concerns. This whole ordeal has been stressful and it means a lot. All right, guys, I am going to end the stream there. I wish I could stay on longer, but I got to get ready for work. Got to go to Mimi's and get some rest. So I will see you all on Saturday at 8. I'll be back on Saturday at 8. So I'll see you guys then. And thank you for joining me in my crazy ghost stories. And I will see you guys later and good night.